Geek Life presents.
What's up? And welcome to the Week in Geek. It's your boy Kool-Aid. This is the homie Rich.
What's up?
And we're to hit you with the top 10 in comic book trends. But first,
guys, continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to Mookie. He reached out to us, and he's getting the Wolverine banana print cover.
man, that's just live. But I have a special announcement for next week.
Okay, what's up?
Everybody, you know what I'm saying, who's subscribing, comments, and likes next week, I'm randomly going to send out some Webheads, Gleasons, Spider-Man 55s. I have 6 of them to give out.
Okay, all right.
So all you got to do next week, tune in, like, comment, and there you go.
Bada bang.
Man, just giving away this free stuff. 2021 is the giveaway year.
It's all about spreading the love.
Did you see WandaVision?
Man, it was great.
It was
great.
dope.
That is a dope finale.
It was really dope.
Yeah.
But how many people are butthurt because their conspiracy didn't come true?
Which conspiracy?
Like, Mephisto never showed up. Nightmare never showed up.
You think people are bugging out about it?
But
Probably, right?
People who bought them books thinking like for $200. If I spent that money and it didn't come out, my spec game, ooh, I'd be upset.
Well, aren't they gonna use a lot of these characters like later on? I mean, they could still come back out. Who knows? Yeah.
That's part of the spec game.
Yep, that's all about it.
And the spec is really hitting the list this week. So let's check this out.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Number 10 on this list is West Coast Avengers number 45. This is the first appearance of the White Vision.
And this is also the second appearance of this book on our top 10 list.
Yes.
This show is really moving these books.
Man, I was so amazing. Spoiler alert. When the classic Vision versus the White Vision in WandaVision.
That was nicely done. Visually, it was really cool to see. The special effects of this show are on point.
Phenomenal.
It really is. It's cinematic quality in every episode.
Man, and it almost had me in tears.
Yeah.
Man, that ending was just so dope and tear-jerking. People who started out not liking this show, I think they were sleeping.
Yeah.
Because it was deep in the end. See, you were one of those.
Yeah, the first 3 episodes, I was like, this is cool, but
No, it was phenomenal.
But they got me from episode 4 on.
You know what? I'm thinking I'm going to make this black and white. This part of this number 10, just in honor of WandaVision.
Now, this was a dollar bin book like 5 minutes ago.
In December, it was going for $4.
Guys, like a 9.8 just sold for how much?
$1,300.
$1,300.
See, but then my question is, when this dies down, will it go back?
No, I don't think it will. I don't think this has staying power. I think these are all just fades.
But I think the White Vision is going to be around for a minute. As long as he stays around, I see it being popular.
Okay, I can see that.
So we just got to see what happens next.
Yeah. All right, today number 9, guys. If you haven't added this title to your pull list yet, so far every single issue has been on the top 10 list.
Everyone.
So this week it's the Star Wars High Republic number 3, the 1 in 25 variant. This is a cover art by Kev Walker, and I'm telling you guys, like every single issue of this series has been on the top 10 so far. Like,
and it sits on shelves at your local comic book store all the time. But then when you try to go back because you see it on eBay or you see it on geeklifecomics.com,
right?
I'm saying now you're mad because it's going for $30.
That's crazy. So go to your local comic shop, add this to your pull list. I haven't even read it yet, but if it's like this hot, it's got to be dope.
See, and it has to be on top of the Mandalorian. My worries are because these last movies to me are trash. Sorry, guys. But they were trash. But these books are catching so much fire that I just don't know where they're going to go from here.
It definitely feels like in the realm of Star Wars that the comic books are probably the most popular medium. And then after that, it's all Mandalorian.
All Mandalorian. So we're going to see what this new Bounty Hunter show comes into it. There's a few more movies like the Rogue Squadron. So I don't know. I don't have much feelings for the movies. but the comics are where that. Get them while they're reasonable.
Yeah, because this is barely issue number 3, so you can still hunt them down. But like I said, add this to your pull list.
Or you're gonna, if you sleep too long, you sleep wrong.
Yep.
Is that a saying?
No.
Okay. Alright, number 8 on the list. Some of you may not even be old enough to know what this book is. Battle Chasers #1 from 1998. See, this book was a favorite of mine. I love the series. But all of a sudden, it ended at number 9. So there's been hints that they're, after 22 years, they're finally going to drop issue 10.
See, you put me onto this book. I never knew about it, but like that right there is enough to get me intrigued. Now I'm interested. Like, you're finally going to drop a final issue? That's kind of dope.
And it's like a medieval times type of show.
Okay.
Where like with superpowers, and this one little girl has gauntlets that make her super strong, and a machine that has a human soul inside. It is crazy. I loved every issue. I didn't know why it stopped, but I wonder if people can jump on board.
Well, I think if you know, people talk about it enough and they go after this book, I mean, I think that they'll release number 10.
#1 is going around for $24, but
which is affordable.
But you can get all the rest for like $2 or $3. Probably go to your local comic book store, go dumpster diving. You'll probably pick it up. So this is one I'm going to recommend. When it comes out, hit it, because it's a good story.
Is this your hot pick?
Yeah, hot pick of the week.
All right.
Mad flavor.
All right, number 7 on the list today is one that I'm personally excited about. I haven't ordered it yet because I'm looking at one of those bundle packs. So this is Berserker #1, guys. But the one we want to talk about specifically is the 1 in 1,000 variant. How much is this going for?
$1,000.
Oh.
But this is one signed by Keanu Reeves. But then there's rumors that CGC might have a personal signing by him.
Right.
So now I wonder if that voids the value of this 1 in 1,000.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because there's 36 different variants.
Now here's the thing. If this book drops, well, it's going to drop, but if it drops and it's hot and they option it for a film, which I keep hearing little rumblings about that, forget about it. Like, this book is going to take off.
I picked up about 5 covers this week.
Okay.
I haven't read any yet, but it seems to be everything reviews is action-packed, very much worthy of a movie.
How many variants are there for this book?
36.
36.
Currently. And you never know what's going to happen, especially, you know there's going to be a second printing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But then I wonder if this is going to be a Spawn #1 issue, where there's over 1 million copies floating out there.
Well, I mean, even if it is, it just makes it an affordable key.
So, but there's the bundle you're talking about goes for $2,500.
Oh, so maybe I'm not looking at that bundle.
Because that is every cover plus the 1 in 1,000.
Wow.
The one that's really hot right now is the store exclusive, the one in the welcome variant.
Okay.
Every local comic book shop got 1 issue. So that one's going for about $35.
$35. I could mess with that a lot more than the $1,000 one.
Hey, man, maybe when the movie comes out, it'd be worth like $5,000.
You never know.
Or in 2 days, it could be worth $3.50.
Yep. That's the game.
Number 6 on this list is Batman 106. This is the cameo of Miracle Molly.
Now, we've seen kind of like the way DC introduced so many different, it seemed like villain heavy in the past like year and a half. Do you think this villain's actually gonna be like an important part of the Batman world now?
I don't know, because Ghostmaker I thought was gonna blow up.
Right, I did too.
And he just kind of sat there.
Yeah.
Then you had the Superman villain who they advertised him as the antithesis of Superman.
Right.
Nothing. Liar for Wonder Woman. And
yeah.
But this one's catching a little bit of heat.
So this is the cameo appearance. This is still available on comic book shelves right now. Now her first full appearance is going to be, or her not first full appearance, right? Because to me the cameo is the first appearance. So 107 is probably another book that we're going to be looking at on the list later on.
And the variant is her first cover appearance also. So you got both of them coming at the same time.
Okay.
So she's supposed to be a tech wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And she's supposed to be a part of this other crew. But the other crew is not really first appearances either. It's confusing to me. And her design is kind of like the prankster. So I don't know. Not the prankster, the trickster.
Okay.
So I'm not really know if I'm feeling it yet. I have to see, because I wasn't a fan of Punchline at first.
Yeah.
I had to get into her backstory before I really got into it.
I'm not feeling the name Miracle Molly. What do you think about it?
And Papa Molly. Who knows? I don't know. Check it out. Let us know what you think of Miracle Molly.
Alright, so number 5 on the list is The Walking Dead number 177. This happens to be the first appearance of Mercer and also the first appearance of Sebastian, who's the guy who, spoiler alert, gets rid of one of the most popular characters in the whole Walking Dead universe.
By now, everybody knows it's Rick. But my question is...
Spoiler alert!
My bad. We'll put a little warning on there. But, my problem is, how is the show still going with Rick gone?
I don't know. It's weird to me. I don't remember. I watched the show and I can't remember if I've seen that part yet.
I stopped watching at that season 6.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't have a real good reason. I just stopped watching.
Yeah. Well, I was a huge fan of the show. I love the show. I got into the comics kind of late into the game. Now it's just way too expensive to try to collect the run on my budget. But what do you think of the deluxe books they released?
They're pretty cool. I picked up a couple of them.
Yeah.
But it's really, I like the trade paperback more, or the omnibus. Okay. And I'm not a big omnibus guy, but I enjoyed the read. It was a better read than actually the show. So, but still, Rick is the primary character. He is the hero. So how do you continue a show without him? So if you watch the show, put it in the comments. Remember, you comment and like. You could win a Gleason Spider-Man head. Web head. So, we just got to see what it's like, and maybe the audience can tell us what they think.
Yep.
Holla. Number 4 on the list is Masters of Kung Fu number 115. This is the first appearance of Death Dealer. And people on Twitter have shown pictures of the set, the character that kind of looks like Death Dealer.
Now, I'm really excited about all the hype that Masters of Kung Fu, or what is it called?
Yeah, the 10 rings. The 10 rings.
All of that's getting, right? I grew up a Kung Fu head, used to love all those old movies. I hope that they throw that old school vibe and make it more modern to it. I'm really looking forward to see what they do with this. I
do not know how this is going to fit in the MCU. Right? I'm all for Kung Fu movies. I'm saying The Last Dragon, Bruce Lee movies. I love that. One of my favorite is Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah. I love that joint. But how does this fit in the MCU? The books are not selling with enough force to push this movie to me.
Well, I agree with that statement, right? But that's not the point. They're trying to capture properties that were not as popular. Look what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, before the movies, not very many people knew about them or cared about them. And now, they're looking for all these properties that they can mold and work with and just make popular with a new audience.
The movie scene hype. Everybody's feeling the movie. The book sales aren't matching. So we really want to see if the movie's a success. Will it move on to the books?
Yeah, I think it will. I mean, the MCU has, without a doubt, had an impact on comic book sales. Especially when we're talking about keys. So people who specifically collect keys will be looking for, especially a book like this.
I'm telling you out there, if you want to make this a success, hire us to do a cameo. Everybody's in Spider-Man. Why can't we do this?
Yeah.
Check us out.
Number 3 on the list is Avengers number 503. And of course, it's all about WandaVision. This is the death of Agatha Harkness.
Wow, 'cause this is when Scarlet Witch goes nuts. This is Avengers Disassembled, which is one of my favorite Avengers storylines. I loved it. This leads into No More Mutants, Avengers versus X-Men. Love it. So she gets the chaos magic. She takes out the OG witch, and then Doctor Strange kind of just gives a synopsis about how it all goes down.
Yeah. Now, do you think this book is going to continue to climb?
I think it depends on if Agatha appears in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. If she's just a character that now is hitting in Westville, I don't think it'll climb. I think it's a waste of money. See, so do you think it's worth it?
As a collector and someone, the way I collect, I love to complete runs. So regardless of this being the death of that character, this is a book that if I'm collecting the Avengers run, I would have to go out and get. Now, is it worth that money to me right now? No, it's not.
See, I'm becoming a bigger fan of Scarlet Witch, so I might get it if it's worth. I'm saying it's worth that collection. But right now, really, I don't know. I think I love the character. She did great in WandaVision.
She really did.
It was a wonderful kid. I'd hate to see it go. But I wouldn't put my money behind it right now. So do you think it's worth it? Go, Agatha, tell us in the comments what you think. Or have you picked up the book? All right, number 2 on the list is Earth 2, the first appearance of Val-Zod, which is the first Black Superman.
That's what's up.
So everybody's in heat and going crazy over the news that the next Superman movie might include a Black Superman. What do you think about it?
I think it's dope. As long as the storytelling is on point. As a comic book guy, I mean, you know what's going on in the comic book world. So when they make these announcements to us, it's like, yeah, duh, it's not surprising. But in the climate of the world that we live in, you know, people are so sensitive to these type of issues. See,
and being a blurred, that's Black nerd, I'll put it on the bottom just so you know. I always get asked a question of how I feel about these things. I am a comic book fan first.
Right.
And any change has to make sense to me.
Right.
I did not I'm a Nick Fury fan. I said it before. I did not like the initial change to Samuel L. Jackson. But then when I seen his portrayal of the character, it made me a fan because it makes sense.
Right.
Because Iceman and X-Men came out to be a homosexual. I don't care. I'm saying I like North Star.
Right.
But what was the point of changing the character? That's why it bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't want change just for change.
Just for change. Like, I think you could I agree with you on that point, for sure. Like, I think, why not create new characters? But at the same time, it's not something that'll upset me either, because it's, the comic book world is so large that, you know, there's so many different stories told about these characters that we love. So it doesn't matter if there's a new story being told about a specific character. That doesn't change anything. That doesn't ruin your childhood or anything like that. So, I mean, I don't like change for change's sake either. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me.
I want a quality story. I don't want it to be about the downfall and the plight of the Black man. You know what I'm saying? I'm Black. I'll dig it. But I want a Superman story.
Yeah.
I want Lex Luthor to show up.
A dope Superman
exactly.
story. Yeah, that's all that matters. The quality.
Dope DC movie. Because I'm not a fan of any of the DC movies yet.
Not yet? Not one?
Not. Aquaman was okay.
What about Wonder Woman, the first one?
Wonder Woman 1 was dope.
Yeah.
Second one was hot garbage.
Yeah, I liked it.
She was swinging around like Spider-Man.
She's so fine.
It don't matter. Fine does not make the movie.
You're right.
You see, this is a perfect example. I don't care how fine you are. It does not make the movie. Now, Snyder Cut better pull off some stunts.
I think it's going to.
I like the trailers. Yeah. I like the visions. We just got to see what's going on. Tell us what you think about change. Does it matter, I'm saying, who Superman is, or just the story? Let us know in the comments.
All right, today's number 1. I'm always excited, right? I've been excited this whole list, but I'm excited about this one too. This one's called Eniac or Eniac, number 1. I don't know, but if you could get your hands on this book, is a miracle because this sold out like everywhere.
I'm the person who's at the local comic book store at 9:59 to be there when it opens at 10.
Yep.
So I can get a hold of all the hot books.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, even me, who is a research nerd, I'm saying I'm always researching what's hot, what's going on, what's coming out.
Right.
And this one flew under the radar to me.
For you, yeah.
So when I went there, they were already gone.
Right, yeah. So the reselling world, people are reselling this book immediately. They're charging prices they shouldn't be charging for it. So if
The
it's
first
worth
print,
it to you,
the first print is going for over $100, $125. The second print, which is already out, saying is going for $50 strong. So you got to pay attention. Are you getting the white title or the black title?
Right.
The white title is the first print. The black title is the second print.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, but they're still going crazy. And this is where the nuclear bomb hits, but Truman didn't give the order. Eniac did.
Yeah, and I have no idea who Eniac is, right? I'm not familiar with the story yet. This is right up my alley. I'm definitely going to read this. So, if you
doubt I read it.
Go out and get it.
I'm not spending that type of money on this book.
Yeah, me neither.
That, unless it's option, it would be a dumpster diver within 2 years.
I don't agree with that. I have a feeling that this book is gonna have a little bit more staying power than we think.
Why?
I don't know. I just have that feeling.
Did you get a copy of Eniac? Do you think it's going to be worth it? Does it have staying power? Hit the comments. Let us know. And that's the end of the show. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we got a new giveaway. I already know what the book is, but I'm trying to keep it a surprise.
I don't even know.
Also, make sure you like and comment on this week's show so you can get a Gleason Webhead variant. I got 6 to give away just randomly. I'm a nice guy like that. But it's your boy Kool-Aid. This is the homie Rich. And this is the Week in Geek. Peace out. Mad flavor.
Be good, everybody.
And Geek on the beats.